Evening. Welcome back to those that joined me for the 8 o'clock class. And if you joined me at 8 o'clock, then welcome back for our 9 o'clock topic specific class, which this week is on using your essential oils with your babies. So this class after tonight will be available. The live stream will be available on Tea the Oil Lady till Sunday. It will be available on Together Inspiring Amazing group. You will be able to find it there if you search for it. Otherwise, if you go to Tia the Oil Lady, and I should write this in the comments, okay, if you go to tiatheoillady.com, you will find all the notes and information, any recipes that happen within this class. You will actually find this class, this screen, that screen that you can see there. That screen is from the Tea the Oil Lady page. So we're actually going to go through it, and anything that you see there you can get from Tea the Oil Lady. So you will have to register. Once you've registered, you've then got access to all the classes in that site, and there's about 40 of them there now. So you will have complete access to those. And as I do each class live, like tonight, I will actually put the recording of the video into this top bit here. You can sort of see across the top there how there's 3 options. Well, once I upload the video from tonight, there's actually going to be 4 options for you up there as to places that you can go. So without further ado, I might get started. We've got a few people watching there. So hello, ladies. Thank you for joining us. And what happens with this is I will shrink down and this screen will get bigger. And once that screen gets bigger, I actually can't see this, what you guys can see anymore. So hang in there, and any questions, pop them in the comments. Thanks, Kana. Pop them in the comments and we will answer them when we get to the end. So I'll make the screen bigger for you. There you go. And where am I? Oh, not there. Where's my thing? Here. It's all right. I've got the screen. I've got the right screen. I had the wrong one on my screen. So as I said, across the top there, you can see essential oil products for babies. That's actually this course that we're doing now. If you click on the Oil Hut, that will take you to the website where you can buy oils or buy starter kits or have a look at specific product information. That's this one here. And Together Inspiring Amazing will take you straight to our Facebook group. And that's the group that myself and my entire team use, that we add our friends to, and we share lots of ideas and inspiration on that group. So if you do ever have an oil question or you're not sure of things, that's the place to put them. So click on that and find it. Now, to find this screen, like I said, you do need to go to tiatheoillady.com. It will ask you to register. It's just an email address, and you pop in a password, I think. Once you've registered, you then got access to 40 different classes in there, including this one. So you can go through, do them at your own pace. If there's anything in particular there that you would like us to cover, just let me know, and we'll put that into the Wednesday night topic specific classes. So I haven't made a decision for next week yet, but today it's babies. I was actually thinking I might do like babies, kids, special needs kids, teenagers, and sort of work through our kids over the next month or so. So keep an eye out. The broadcast will get put up again tonight, so you'll know in advance exactly what it is that we're going to cover. So essential oil products for babies is today's thing. Now, I'm just going to completely skip that first one because it literally says welcome to the class, and if you are interested, it does tell you who wrote the class and where the information came from. So it is nice, but not necessarily something that we need to do today. Okay, hair and body wash. Did anyone see my photos? I actually had Bubba Cuddles on Sunday. It was very sweet. She's very cute. Okay, doTERRA baby hair and body wash. Now, these are products that were available from the States, so we can't always get them here. They do bring them out every now and then, but I will still go through it because there are some important information in here. And it's along the lines of just the chemicals, what's in the products that you are using. Okay, so it is really important that your products are natural, that there's no mineral oil in them, that there's no sodium lauryl sulfate, that there's no horrible products in them. Now, one of the products that we commercially buy at the supermarket all the time, and I know as a new mum, you want to use the right thing. And at the hospital, they have all these products. So when you have your baby and go home, that's the product that you use. And I didn't know this till I actually had my babies. The hospitals have stock of those products because that company gives them to the hospital. So whilst they are marketed as a baby product, there are still some pretty nasty chemicals in them. So they're possibly, if you can find a natural alternative, it is definitely worth looking at. So things like this one is finding foaming tear-free wash combined with simple gentle natural ingredients to nourish and moisturize, okay, even after they're rinsing off. This the doTERRA's baby one has vanilla extract, lavender and Roman chamomile in it, which leaves babies, toddlers and even big kids with that light newborn scent. Okay, is designed in a convenient, easy to use bath wash, making bath time effortless and simple. Okay, directions for use, not worried about that. Okay, ingredients are there, and yes, some natural ingredients do still have really big words that we can't pronounce. It doesn't mean that they're not safe, but these ones have been shown to be safer. Okay, this list of the no's, that's the scary list. Okay, parabens, things I can't pronounce, propylene glycol, artificial colors, petroleum, mineral oils and talc. So they're the things that we avoid. That propylene glycol, that's a really interesting chemical, and you will find it in lots and lots of products, especially in dishwashing, not the liquid, the finish, in the finished product, the one that you put on that goes in with the detergent. And propylene glycol is actually in your dishwashing things so that the bubbles or the suds slip off your plates. That's its purpose in life, is so that the water doesn't pool on the plate. Okay, which sounds like fair enough, except that it is still there, and when you eat and things, you've got all your food has been sitting on the propylene glycol. So yeah, if you can avoid propylene glycol, that would be a good thing. Okay, this next one is another out of the baby range, and this is the lotion, and same thing, like watch for the different chemicals that are in the products. So in this one's got the shea butter with natural, okay, I can't pronounce the big words, and I'm not even going to embarrass myself and try. Okay, but they're in there to calm, soothe and moisturize a baby's delicate skin. Naturally derived ingredients that come together to create a gentle formula that smooths a baby's sensitive skin, leaving it powdery soft to the touch, lightly scented with vanilla extract, lavender and Roman chamomile again. This blend makes applying this lotion a sweet bonding experience between you and your baby. Okay, there is the ingredients in it are there for a reason, and like I said, once again, avoid all those horrible ones. Okay, they're the things that we are trying to steer clear of. I know one of those baby products that we're given in the hospital, that's supposedly no tears, it's supposed to be really good for your baby and things like that. They actually have to add more chemicals to their chemical concoctions to stop the tears, but the chemicals that stop the tears aren't good. So yeah, teach your baby to close its eyes. Like my kids learnt it fairly quickly. Okay, a diaper rash cream. Okay, this is the third product in the doTERRA baby range, and it spreads easily on the delicate skin to treat, soothe, and prevent diaper rash. Now, the American range, I'm pretty sure we can still get it, but only from America. We can't get the baby range in Australia. Every now and then they release it for a limited time, and in the States you can buy it, but it's all three products. It's not, you can't buy them individually. Okay, tells you there a little bit about this particular one. I'm skipping through these mainly because there is, oh, that's it. Okay, well, now I think I've put the wrong course up because that's not the course I wanted. I wanted all the other interesting stuff about babies. That's all right. I might have to wing it tonight. Okay, because that's it. That's the final word. Okay, there you go. That says, thanks for joining my class. So we learnt that the three products are awesome and to do that. So I'm going to completely wing it now and give you a little bit of my idea on essential oils with your baby. Okay, let's get rid of that then, seeing as that one wasn't as useful as I thought it would be. Okay, what have we got there? Okay, so Carter says, yeah, toxic. The some of those baby products are horrendous, the things that are in it. And even like bubble baths, for example, that you get your kids. We used to, my kids loved Frozen, so we'd see some really cool Frozen sort of bubble bath containers for the bathroom and whatever. The stuff in it was horrendous, and you put like a tiny little bit in and it bubbles away like crazy, then it usually means it's got a lot of sodium lauryl sulfate in it, which is a carcinogen. It's not a good product. Its sole purpose in life is to create bubbles. So it doesn't actually clean or do any of those things, but it creates really good bubbles. There are other ways to create bubbles. And I'm not as prepared as I thought I should be. I might... Give me 2 seconds and I will grab another sheet and give you a few more ideas because I was... Okay, I feel more prepared now. I've actually got a sheet on ideas for your baby. So I will go through a few of these, mainly because there's so many ways that you can use your oils with your babies. And yeah, the gift pack, that pack of 3, I don't have any of that left. I think Donna took the last 2 as a gift. So oils themselves are safe to use on your kids. So if you've joined my 8 o'clock class, we talk about ways of using the oils. When you're using them on your babies, you don't need to use anywhere near as much as you use on yourself. Okay, so there are charts and things. If I'll pop the chart in the comments. I've got it sitting there in the picture file. So I'll pop it in the comments when I finish. And when you're using it with babies, we're talking tiny amounts, okay? So this is a 10 ml bottle, okay? Now, if I'm making up a blend for myself in this, my general rule is 10 mils, 10 drops, okay? I can put 20 drops in here and be well within safe measures, Okay, so that means that if I'm mixing a couple of oils and I've put them in there and I smell it and go, oh, wait, one of those is too strong, well, then I can add some of the others to dampen that smell down a little bit. But 10 mils, 10 drops is my general rule. Now, for a child, you would halve that. Okay, so we're talking 10 mils, 5 drops of oil. And if I'm talking babies, then go even less. Okay, so a 10 ml bottle, you could seriously do 1 drop of oil, okay, or 2, but even work with 1, and they are safe to use on babies. And of course, always like just double check what, check that there's no irritation on their skin. Shake it up well before you use it. If you're rubbing it on their feet, put it on your hands first to take some of the strength out of it as well. But okay, a couple of recipes, and seeing as that class wasn't quite the one that I thought it was, I must have another babies one there somewhere, because I'm pretty sure I had one that had a bit more of this information on it. Okay, so I will, that's what I was going to say, wasn't it? I will make sure that I put a copy of this in the notes so that you can print it off, or I'll put a copy with the other class as well. Okay, so for abdominal pain, one of the oils that is really, really good is Roman chamomile. Now, Roman chamomile is pretty much a baby basic. You need it for lots and lots of things with baby, from teething to sleeping, just anything calming. Your Roman chamomile is really good for. Now, this recipe is 1 drop of Roman chamomile and 1 drop of orange, but into 10 mils of carrier oil. Okay, then you can put some of that into the warm bath water and stir the oils into the water with your hand before bathing the baby. Now, if you're going to do that, remember, baby might be a bit slippery. So always make sure that you've got a way of letting the water out before you pick baby up, so that you've got a bit more control, especially if they're a wriggler. It didn't sound like it came from experience at all, did it? Okay. The other one, if it is for abdominal pain, you can, of course, rub it around their belly. Now, rubbing it around their belly is quite specific, the direction that you go. Okay, so with your palm, and I'll get you all to do this now so that you can feel the difference, because this is actually something for adults as well. If you use your right hand, okay, and put your hand on your belly. Let me see if I can adjust my screen there. Okay, is that better? Okay, so on your belly on the right, go up and around the belly button and down, okay, up to the left, down and back around. Okay, that's the way that you rub a baby's belly. And in fact, that's the way you rub your belly as well, especially if we're looking at things like wind or constipation, things like that. That's the direction. That's the direction the bowel goes. And even just the wind, we want it out. We don't want to back it up. We want to send it out. So it is most important that you do it from that way. So start over on the right-hand side, go up and over to the left and down and back to the right. And that's a great way to do that one. Okay, if Bubba has a cold, diffuse 2 drops of tea tree, lemon and lavender at bedtime, and again during the day. Okay, you can put 1 drop of tea tree, lemon and lavender with your your teaspoon of carrier oil. That's about 5 mils, and use a small bit and massage it into their chest. And like I said, we actually have I said that in the last class, not in this class. We have the Easy Air Vapor Stick, and that one is also really handy to put on baby's chest. The beauty of the Vapor Stick, whilst it looks like that traditional product that, was used when we were kids, it's not. Okay, it's not a mineral oil-based product. It is actually a natural-based product. And the difference is that a mineral oil-based one, if you slather your child's chest in it, they can't breathe. Their skin can't breathe because you've just literally put a coating over it that stops the skin from breathing. So the vapor stick or the massage blend, your oils in your fractionated coconut oil are much better. Okay, if you've got a colicky baby, and nothing worse because they cry a lot, and they cry because they're in pain. So we want to, get onto that as quickly as we can. So 1 drop of lavender with a tablespoon of carrier oil this time, and gently massage it into the abdomen. Again, clockwise, following the direction of the colon. There you go. It's in notes. I didn't make that up at all. It's just something I've known for a long time. Okay. For and that you can do that more than once. So, do it every hour if you need to. Just a little bit on your hand and rub it around their belly will help to calm them. Now, if they are a bit congested, okay, in the diffuser. Now, remember I mentioned that babies are much smaller than us, and so we don't need to use as much oil. It's the same in the diffuser. So in my lounge room, I would put 6, sometimes I put 8 because it's a big room. Okay, 6 to 8 drops of oil in my diffuser in my lounge room. If I'm going to put it in my bedroom, then I'm looking at probably 4 to 6 drops max. Okay, if I'm putting it in the girls' room, because even though they're as tall as me now, their rooms are a bit smaller. So I'd probably only go about 3 drops of oil in a diffuser. And if I'm putting that diffuser in a baby's room, well, then I'm looking at 1 or 2 drops is ample. That is all that you need. So if they are congested, during the daytime, put a drop of lavender or a drop of tea tree in the diffuser to help them breathe. Okay, if they've been coughing, and again, coughing just hurts, it racks, you can see it. So you can rub it on the chest, but also rub it on their back, okay? So that helps to give them a bit of relief as well. And this time you can use a drop of lavender into your carrier oil and just use a little bit on the front and back. Okay, cradle cap. That horrible thing, and you sit there and you want to scratch it off, but you probably shouldn't. I know you still do, but you don't want to affect it. Ideally, you want to get rid of it, and it is quite easy. So 2 tablespoons of, this says almond oil. I'd still be tempted to use the fractionated coconut oil, or even better, jojoba oil is really good for this. Okay, now into that, 1 drop of lemon and 1 drop of geranium, and apply a small amount to the baby's head. And rub it in, like get in and rub it into their skull, okay? Because that's where it is. It's not on their hair, so don't pat it on top. Rub it into their scalp, and that will help with your cradle cap. Crying. Here comes the Roman chamomile again. Chamomile and lavender on a tissue or on your hands. Rub it onto your hands and just, pat the baby. Like, be nice. Let the baby smell it. Don't let the baby touch the oil, okay? But they can smell it. Just put it around near them. Okay, diarrhea. Chamomile and carrier oil, and gently massage 2 to 3 drops into the abdomen. Again, stroking clockwise from, sorry, my phone's ringing. Clockwise, the direction of the colon. So from the right, up, around, to the left, and down, back to the right again. And that will work with diarrhea. Now, if you haven't got Roman chamomile, but you've got the Family Essentials or the Home Essentials kit, then use 1 drop of the digestion for that one, for the diarrhea, okay? And if it's in an older child, same thing, you can use the same oil, but look at like 1 drop for a baby, 2 or 3 for an older child. Okay, nappy rash. Okay, German chamomile and lavender with a drop of whole milk. Okay, add the mixture to the bath water and swish around with your hand before popping baby in, and keep the oils away from baby's eyes and face, and that will help to calm it down a little bit. Now, if they've got a fever, Mix 1 drop of lavender and 1 drop of 1 tablespoon of carrier oil and apply it to the bottom of the feet, the back of the neck, and behind the ears. Cover the feet and socks so the baby won't get the essential oils into their mouth. Okay, you can, of course, put that into a bath as well, a cool bath, or put it onto a washer. So if you wet the washer and put the drop of, which one does that say? Sorry, fever, lavender. Okay, put the lavender onto that and then hold it in front of a fan. That way they're still getting the feel of it. You can also use that washer then, like we're only talking 1 drop, wring it out and just pat them, across the forehead, back of the neck. Anywhere, any of the pulse points will help to cool them down. If you don't have lavender, but I'm kind of guessing everyone's got lavender, lime is another one that I have found really, really good for fevers and things. So lime is a nice one. Okay, jaundice, drop of geranium in your carrier oil and rub it into the bottom of the feet and the liver area. And apply, don't apply the oil half hour before or after UVA light treatment. So my babies were in UVA lights for days when they were born because they were very jaundiced, but that would have been a nice one to know when they came home. Okay, teething. 1 drop of Roman chamomile or lavender with a tablespoon of carrier oil, and you can use it to gently massage that outside of the face along the jawline. Okay, or pop it in a roller. Now again, 10 mils, so you could add 1 drop of chamomile and 1 of lavender. Okay, mix it up and roll it along there, and that just gets it out there, and then you can rub it in. So yeah, don't leave it there so that baby can get to it and eat it, but rub it in. Okay, so the ones recommended for bubs is grapefruit, lavender, lemon, mandarin, it's beautiful and gentle, tea tree, orange, petitgrain, Roman chamomile, tangerine, and neroli. Now, one of the apps that I use a lot is the Essential Life app. Okay, now I'll put the link for that as well. I've been putting it all over my page anyway lately. So if you go into the app store of Apple or Android, it's the green square with like the leaf in the middle of it, and it's called The Essential Life. Now that matches the book that I usually have on my stall. It's in the car, sorry, but I'll have it there tomorrow. So The Essential Life, the book or the app. The app is $8 and 8 or 12, something like that, but it's really good value and it gets updated all the time. The book is like $60 and you got to replace it every year when they release new oils, where the app just updates. So I like the app for that reason. There is a whole section on oils for your baby in there as well with lots of recipes, so that one is worth looking at. Okay, before I finish up this class, I will just mention that there are some safety precautions. Because the baby's skin is so delicate, it is a good idea to dilute all essential oils before applying them to their skin. A good rule of thumb is to dilute 1 drop of oil with 1 tablespoon of carrier oil, such as sweet almond, jojoba, avocado, sunflower, olive, fractionated coconut oil. Avoid diffusing very strong oils such as cinnamon, peppermint, or oregano in the baby's room. It's also a good idea to cover the baby's feet with socks after applying essential oils, and to avoid applying oils to the baby's hands so that the oils don't end up in the baby's mouth. Okay, so hopefully that has given you a whole pile of ideas, and it has taught me that I really do need to double check and before, like I've gone through all the classes and did them, like mate, taken out all the American terminology and put in Australian, whatever, but I obviously set up the wrong one for today's class. So I apologize for that one, but those baby products are beautiful, and I will make sure that I put a whole pile of information up for you. And if you do have any specific questions, please ask away, and we will be back here next week. So like I said, next week we might do kids. We might do using your oils with children, seeing as we've done babies, and I've already got the sheet out because kids is on the other side. So I'm super prepared already for next week. In the meantime, today is, what's today's date? I don't even know the date. I think it's about the 14th, isn't it? Oh, 15th. Okay, so if you have your own wholesale account already, you've got till sort of just after midnight to put your order in if you want this month's free product, which is Summer Savory. Now, that is a respiratory blend, and it's actually in the Easy Air. So that one's a really good one. So if you have your own wholesale account already and you want that one, you need to put in a 125 PV order by tonight. If you don't have your oils sorted yet, then hello, we know how to help you. So there's quite a few different kits. If you go to, I'll put it in here, where are we? Oh, okay, I didn't put that up there. That's all right. Obviously, I can't type. Okay, if you go to theoilhut.com, okay, and I'll actually put this one up because if you go to starter kits, it will take you straight there. And there are lots and lots of kits there to get you started with your own wholesale account. Okay, so and that way you can get your oils at wholesale prices all the time, delivered to your door. Okay, didn't like that one. Righto, let's try that again. Oilhut.com. Okay, just go to the website and find there's a tab that says starter kits, so you can go and have a look at the kits. Okay, and yeah, next week, 8 o'clock, we do Essential Oils Made Easy. 9 o'clock, we'll do a topic specific. Next week, I think it will be children. And if you're around on Friday night, jump on to Zoom. The links are in all the pages. Just check the events tab. Susie is doing some oils and chakras again, and she has a bit of a bonus at the end. She shows you some beautiful crystals that you can purchase. So that's Friday night on Zoom. Tuesday night, Faye talks about oils, and Wednesday afternoon, Kana runs a chat as well. So check the events on Tia the Oil Lady or the Oil Hut. You'll see the notifications for the different courses, and jump in and join. They're all open classes. Anyone's welcome to come along and learn, just like tonight's classes. And if you have any interest in the oils, whether it's still just an interest, you've just been trying one or two, or you've got your own wholesale account, on the 21st of September, all things going to plan, we are holding an Oil Oasis Day, and we're just going to hold it around at the local Wilton church. There's a massive big hall there. We're going to do it there, and we're going to have classes, we're going to have food, all sorts of things. So jump on and check out that event as well. Now, the tickets for that event are $60, but for your $60, all your classes are included, including a bracelet making class with Susie, including all your lunch, and after the event, you can get a massage with one of the aroma touch therapists that is there. We'll be giving massages at a later date, so you've got sort of a month to book in and get that happening. The massages are normally $60 to $70 anyway, so for the price of a massage, you actually get an entire day of learning and pampering and good food and the whole thing, as well as a massage. So that's something to think about, and that is September 21st at this stage. Hopefully hopefully, fingers crossed, we will be able to continue with that one. But follow along on any of the groups and you'll know what is going on with that one. Okay, so thank you for joining me tonight. I can't see any questions, so I shall leave it there, and I will see you sometime over the next 4 days at Mount Annan if you need diffusers or empty blending bottles or storage or any of those things, and if you want to smell any of the oils, because I've got pretty much most of the oils there as well. So you are welcome to come along and just drop in. Where in that empty shop next to Woolworths at Mount Annan. So you will find us there. Otherwise, see you again next week. Okay. Oh, wait, somebody's added an event that might oh no, it's all right. That's other comments, not these comments. It's all right. I'm with it. Good night. See you later.